And welcome back, guys, to another video. It's your boy Mekel Kasanova, Hawaii's favorite YouTuber, back at you again with yet another video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about Hi-Rez Studios game Paladins, Champions of the Realm, which has officially come out for the Nintendo Switch. If you've got the Founders Pack, you're able to get it, and it's about, $29.99 to get you all 30 plus champions that are available. And it's pretty amazing that this came out and Fortnite's out, so you got your MOBA, team squad based hero shooters. They're out now. Now we don't have Overwatch for the Switch yet, but to me, Paladins is scratching that itch. But is it good? Let's go ahead and find out in this video. And shout out to Hi-Rez Studios for sending a review code for this game. And with that being said, roll the intro music. I'm going to go ahead and kick off this review by saying that I've never truly been a fan of shooters, to be honest. Like, you have to look at the fact that I come from an entirely different generation than the current crop of gamers. So for me, when I'm talking about shooters, I'm talking about the old Doom, Hexen, Quake, GoldenEye, Turok. I'm from an entirely different generation. So given that I've said that I've not been into shooters, or, the current crop right now is the hero/MOBA shooters. So you've got games such as Overwatch, Paladins, PUBG, Fortnite, and more. They all came to consoles I own currently, and to PC. But the fact that they were multiplayer only games, they never really caught my attention, as I am not into shooters, like I said earlier. I'm also not very good at shooters. But when Hi-Rez Studios decided to bring Paladins to the Switch, I have to say it caught my attention, and I was willing to give it, and Fortnite, a shot this time around. The Nintendo Switch is still yearning for a truly great shooter, especially one with a decent multiplayer component. Hero shooter, MOBA, hybrid Paladins gives, and it actually goes a long way to fixing that problem, and it provides a lot of fun, engaging shooting experience with a wealth of characters and abilities to try out in, what can be rather tense online battles. So Paladin sees you picking a hero from a pool of 30 characters, or actually over 30 characters, all which are available to those purchasing the Founders Pack, and that's about $29.99. Each character fills out one of the 4 classes. So you've got your frontliners, they're the game's tanks. These characters have barrier style spells and high defense to soak up damage. You've got your damage dealers, which are the classic head-on pain bringers that focus on smashing enemies and have skills that stop opponents from moving or knocking them out of the air. And you've also got the supporters, which are the healers of the game, offering up healing and supporting buffs, and flankers are mobile attackers aimed at taking out your opponent's damage dealers with mobile skills and high damage output. You can choose to fight in first or third person view. I prefer first person, but many prefer third. And it can be daunting at first, but I found that picking one character from each class and getting used to their mechanics is a good place to start. Each of Paladin's champions have 5 different skills, a base weapon to fight with, 3 abilities, and an ultimate. And if you're looking for a straightforward shooter experience, you can easily jump into a damage roll and rain hell all over your enemies. Though frustratingly, you honestly can't change your hero mid-game if you decide you're bored of your current role. You also need to buy items from the spawn point during matches to give yourself an advantage over the enemy, and you can build a deck of power-ups to take into battle with you, adding more depth to matches. Facing off in 5v5 battles in either a standard deathmatch or an objective-based siege mode, 2 teams battle to control a single point in the center of the map. Onslaught is a King of Heal style offering, which teams are awarded tickets for controlling the center of the arena as well as for kills, and the first team to reach 400 wins, or the team with the most tickets after 10 minutes wins, allowing for quick matches. Siege has teams attempt to take control and then try to push a wagon full of explosives into the enemy base to score another point. Essentially, both teams scramble to a central zone where they must fill a meter in order to unlock a payload, which they need to defend and push towards the enemy's area. Battles are won when the first team reaches 4 payloads, and working together is essential. Once a team scores a payload, all players reset to the spawn point, and there's a brief timer before you both can go back to get another payload. This short break gives each character time to spend their currency on ability and discuss their tactical decisions that they want to proceed forward with. There's also the fact that everything's just, it's a little bit slow in comparison to another game, let's say Overwatch's interface, especially when navigating menus and joining games. Do be prepared to wait. It can be anywhere from a couple seconds to up to 5-minute waits just to get into a casual siege match, or to be thrown into a match full of bots without warning. The Switch edition does have crossplay with Xbox One players, so there's that. And there's usually people available to play, and hopefully when the free edition lands on Nintendo's console, player numbers will pick up. But as of right now, actually getting into many of the matches can be quite laborious. In terms of comparison to other consoles, all of the game modes and characters with the exception of the Rise of Furia content are here, and the game does run at a healthy 60 frames per second. So since crossplay is available with Xbox players, matchmaking is not going to be that much of a challenge. Currently though, the PlayStation 4 does not offer crossplay with Switch players, so much like on Fortnite, this is of course a shame if you have friends playing on that platform. Voice chat is not currently supported natively, which is a shame as well, and it can cause you to miss out on learning, the tactical opportunities especially if you're playing with a random squad. All in all, Paladins is actually a pretty fun shooter. I thoroughly enjoy it. There's plenty of depth to it, and the wide pool of characters and abilities means everyone's tastes are catered to. When you throw in a lot of the long wait times for matches, the experience can be quite frustrating. But I do suggest that you stick with it, and you'll find the makings of a seriously fun multiplayer shooter. Paladins, Champions of the Realm, is Kasanova approved. Alright guys, and that just about wraps up this review. Again, shout out to Hi-Rez Studios for making such a phenomenal game. I personally like Paladins a lot more than I like Overwatch. I know that's really controversial to say, but there's something about it. I've been able to go online and get some good matches. I haven't really dealt with a toxic community or anything. I run into that all the time when I play Overwatch, so that's why I actually don't play Overwatch anymore. But Paladins has been pretty solid. I've enjoyed a lot of what I've experienced with it, and I think it's, being on the Switch, I know the free-to-play is going to come later on down the road, but for now, for what it is, I think this is a fantastic package, especially if you go for the Founders Edition, which is about, like I said, $29.99, and you really can't go wrong. It's a lot of fun. There are a couple things that they could fix with it, as I stated in the review. The loading times could be better, but overall, I think it's a solid package, and I think you might enjoy it. But why don't you tell me what you guys think down in the comment section below. If you like Paladins and you want to get a discussion going, or if you want to tell me how Overwatch is superior to Paladins, or however you want to put it, tell me down below. And if you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe, ding the notification bell, and let's keep it moving. With that being said, I'll catch you in the next one. Deuces wild, too sweet, be the elite, and I'll catch you on the next one.